Have you ever felt like a habit you thought was harmless took over your life and kept you from the success, relationships, and happiness you deserve? In this video, I'll tell you my very personal story of how a masturbation addiction took over my life. I spent decades of my life stuck in cycles of loneliness, self-doubt, and missed opportunities. But more importantly, I'm here to show you that there is a way out, no matter how long you've been struggling. Whether you're addicted to something or just feel stuck in life, this video will show you the 10 powerful ways that addiction can hurt your mind, future, and freedom, and you can start today. In the end, you'll know how to avoid addiction's traps and regain your confidence, relationships, and future. Stay with me until the end, and we'll find the key to a life without regret, full of growth, love, and success. If you haven't already, subscribe and activate the warning bell to ensure you don't miss any movies. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, please help me continue teaching beneficial lessons by liking and sharing it. As a 70-year-old man, reflecting on the rough waves of my life, I am currently dealing with a deep-seated battle that has been following me around for the past 50 years. My battle with masturbation, which began as a harmless curiosity in my youth, but quickly turned into a strong addiction. This addiction clung to me like a relentless shadow, an unwelcome specter haunting my journey through life. Initially a harmless exploration, it rapidly evolved into a vice-like grip, a relentless hold that I found excruciatingly difficult to sever through the decades. This unyielding battle has exacted a heavy toll on my soul and existence. It has scarred me, leaving a trail of both overt and concealed wounds. It has inexact shaped and molded my character, though not in ways that bring pride or joy. Instead, it ushered me down dark, undesired paths. It has hindered my aspirations and stifled the realization of my true potential. To today, I feel compelled to expose the profound and detrimental ways that masturbation has negatively impacted my life. Of the most piercing impacts was its ability to induce a profound sense of backwardness and retrogression. Imagine a man like me, who diligently strived to achieve his dreams and goals, only to witness his progress stall at an excruciatingly slow pace. This harmful habit, this destructive drug, acts like an anchor. The depths of my past persistently pull me backward, rather than propelling me forward. Instead of envisioning a bright and promising future, my old flat's wall served as a stark reminder of my stagnation. Here progress was merely a fleeting mirage, growth slowed, and potential lay dormant. My life seemed like a broken record that kept playing the same sad song over and over again, with no chance of changing its path. My addiction was the direct cause of this downward spiral and regression. In the past, masturbation held me back from moving toward a better, more satisfying future. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please leave a comment below to let me know you are still with me. The second significant effect was that it prevented me from forming connections or considering marriage for years. I yearned for friendship and the profound intimacy that accompanies a meaningful relationship. Yet my unwavering addiction has erected an unbreakable barrier that prevents me from lowering my emotional defenses. To connect on a deep level, true relationships require being willing to share your deepest thoughts and feelings. However, my addiction built a strong wall around me, blocking out the possibility of such deep emotional connections. Even though I was physically present in life's moments, my spirit wandered far away, trapped in the solitary confinement of my soul. Because I felt emotionally disconnected and couldn't be mentally available, I couldn't enjoy the warmth of companionship. This kept me in a cloak of loneliness and isolation, creating a vicious and never-ending cycle in which my addiction fed into my solitude, and my solitude fed my addiction, trapping me in a never-ending whirlwind of seclusion. This cycle was unbelievably challenging to break, leaving me drifting alone and unable to build or maintain meaningful relationships. My addiction does stem from the deep happiness and satisfaction that come from having close, caring relationships. Furthermore, the practice of masturbation gradually undermined my self-confidence, a devastating effect that can't be seen self-assurance. Similar to a muscle, my addiction acted as an unyielding adversary, a formidable force that impeded its growth and pulled it down. As I gave in to my addiction, my self-confidence dropped, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. The lower my confidence, the more I turned to my addiction for comfort, keeping the destructive cycle going. Self-doubt and the fear of more People and their perks cast a long shadow over the idea of financial proof. Rudeness caught me in a never-ending circle of economic stagnation. My savings went down because I spent money on short-term pleasures instead of investing it in my future. The cost of this addiction was high, not only in terms of money, but also in terms of time, energy, and unrealized potential. This addiction incurred significant cost in both tangible and intangible aspects. Physical health issues exacerbated the effects of my addiction, rendering me unable to function effectively. After all, the human body requires balanced periods of rest and recovery, not constant indulgence. My never-ending search for pleasure caused a chain reaction of health problems, starting with constant fatigue. This state of exhaustion affected both my physical and mental states, draining my strength and vitality. As my energy levels dropped, more concerning symptoms quickly showed up. I began to suffer from severe back pain, noticeable hair loss, and a general feeling of exhaustion. My immune system went haywire, making me more likely to get sick. As my health deteriorated daily, the very thing that should have brought me happiness instead became a constant source of pain. The effects extended beyond my physical health, causing deep psychological suffering that manifested as worry, sadness, and big changes in mood. On an emotional level, I was caught in a rough roller coaster ride with short bursts of happiness, followed by deep pits of guilt and shame. The short-term, long, dark periods of mental turmoil swiftly eclipsed my joys, making anxiety, sadness, and depression commonplace. These insidious invaders of my life often appear at night or during my daily tasks. Depression covered my thoughts like a thick fog, and anxiety caused heartbeats, heavy sweating, and a storm of jumbled thoughts, even during the happiest times. I always felt guilty and ashamed, like I was treading on the edge of an abyss, frightened by the specter of an impending fall. My addiction threw me into an unrelenting emotional tumult, leaving me constantly fighting against the gale-force winds of inner conflict and turmoil. Social isolation was another terrible effect of my addiction. Each time I succumbed to the allure of self-gratification, I discovered myself retreating deeper into my own cocoon, as though a dense mist enveloped me and masked my presence. I remained physically present, yet mentally devoid, allowing conversations to reverberate. As my addiction got worse, I started to avoid social events, preferring the comfort of my room to the company of familiar faces. I felt fake laughs and smiles were just a mask for how lonely I really was. The warm, friendly glow of a screen took the place of the comfortable company of others. The walls around me shrank my world down to a mirror. I pushed away people who cared about me and tried to help by building a fortress of solitude around myself. I was unaware that my fortress of solitude was actually a prison. This addiction not only isolated me, but it also strained my relationships with those I held dear, creating a persistent rift between us. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons helpful, please leave a comment below to let me know you are still with me. My addiction to Al-Anon caused me to miss a lot of chances. There are numerous opportunities in life. Much like trains at a station, every opportunity presents itself, poised to propel you towards your destination. Yet I found myself ensnared in the cycle of addiction, compelled to stand motionless on the platform, witnessing each train depart without me. This addiction clouded my vision, causing me to overlook opportunities that presented themselves, such as a promising job that I lacked the energy to prepare for, or the opportunity to travel and expand my horizons. I turned down these chances because I wanted to indulge in my addiction. As a result, I missed out on making meaningful connections and relationships that could have made my life better, leaving behind a trail of what could have been. I think about the years that went by quickly, years that I wasted on an annoying habit that only gave me short-lived joy. My addiction took away my most valuable commodity, time. I forfeited the potential realization of ideas and the nurturing of relationships. I lost all those things in the depths of my addiction. It's painful to realize how much I've lost because of this addiction, and how I've let myself and my potential wither away. The what-ifs haunt me constantly. What if I had made a different choice? What if I had gotten help sooner? The remorse is a constant reminder of the life I could have lived, but instead let slip away. If you are still watching this video and think these lessons are helpful, please leave a comment below to let me know you are still with me. However, it is important to remember that it is never too late to change the course of your. Prevent these mistakes through this testimony. If you recognize any of these signs in your life, know that you are not alone and that help is within reach. Change is possible and begins with acknowledging the problem and seeking necessary assistance at the end of this tumultuous journey. I found solace and fortitude in my faith As the Bible says, placing my trust in God, engaging in prayer, and immersing myself in its teachings have transformed me. The truth shall set you free. I share this message to inspire those who might be struggling. It is never too late to change your path. Seek help today and embark on a journey toward a brighter, more fulfilling tomorrow. This is not just a story of struggle, but also one of redemption and hope. And you too can reclaim the life of confidence, health, and opportunity that you rightfully deserve. What have you learned from my journey? Have you recognized any of the struggles I've shared in your life? I want to hear from you. Comment below and share the one thing you've learned from this video that you will apply to your life starting today. Remember, change is possible for anyone, no matter how long you've been struggling. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We can help more people achieve freedom and happiness with your help. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing what you think.